get this started. Oh, helps if I post.
Oh, you started the stream?
Yeah, I just did. Just. It's okay. I need to clean out my inventory anyway. For a quick second. Empty that. Empty that.
A professional garden thief. Uh-huh. He says he's a professional garden thief.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna work on. I need to go up a few floors.
How do you spell that word?
Which word?
Neighborhoods.
Nether root?
Neighborhoods. Neighborhoods? I don't even know how to pronounce it.
Neighborhoods?
Yes. Neighborhoods.
Neighborhoods. Okay. Thank you, monkey. Is this still... Oh, but Jesus, this is still going. Oh God. I still have particles colliding and everything. Well, this will be fun. I may have to
You
stop.
still have particle in there? Yeah, you may want to stop the injection and...
Yeah. Let's... Actually, let's also just do this. One. Hit P. Do, do, do. Get rid of all that. Come on, unload the inventory. Lim, are you able to hop on with me to build this lovely thing?
Okay, monkey's answering Arcania. Oh, I'm checking his log. He finally posted it.
He finally posted the log.
The full logs!
Full
Yes!
logs! Yes! Okay. At warp.
And I have no idea. It's not what I thought, so...
What?
I'm confused.
Oh God. This was... What happened? Why did I go into... No. Options. Controls. F11.
Wait, he's on IPv6?
Oh.
Go skin me a cat a minute. He keeps scratching my cat.
Uh-oh, cat. You're gonna die.
And his scratch pad is right next to the couch. and he scratches the couch
Why not?
because he's a spoiled little shit.
My cat flew yesterday because she kept on jumping on the sofa and doing her claws on it. I say, no. She still didn't move. She flew. Been a long time since the last time she flew. She really didn't like it.
Her wings don't work as good as they used to.
I'm imagining that so much. Okay, so why am I not at my base?
He only scratches the corner that my husband sits on. He sits on one side of the couch, and he only scratches that corner. So I moved his. He's got this round. They have this round circular scratch pad, and it's got a ball like in a track, and they play with it. And the other two cats won't scratch the couch. They won't scratch any of the furniture, and they'll scratch that. And for some reason, he'll scratch it, but then he'll turn around and scratch the couch too. Drives me nuts.
I'll stick with my dog.
They have this tape. It's like a double-sided tape, but it's thick, and it's safe for furniture. I'm gonna get some and put it over there. First time he touches it, he won't
She
like
just
it.
did it again.
What?
He heard you talking
You're
about
nuts.
it.
Ça va pas, non?
He heard you
Tu veux
talking.
revoler encore?
Okay,
Stupid cat.
so for a tier 2,
She jump in the room, jump on the sofa, do her claw, jump back out. She just come here for the clothes. That's crazy.
So for a tier 2 collider, everyone, Lim, stop me if I'm wrong, but if I go by Mouse's tutorial, it takes basically a 2x2 chunk area. Correct?
Yes, that's the recommended
Okay.
maximum.
And that can
If
be,
you go further, you are missing something.
so that could be, that doesn't have to be a square, it could be a rectangle, right?
I mean, we said the recommended is 2x2 chunks for the tier 2. If you want to do it 8x8 chunks, you can. It's a waste of resources, but you can. If you want to do a non-circle thing, like you want to do a concave shape, you want to do the infinity symbol with it, technically, you could do 8, but it's not a good idea. But you could.
Okay. Well, it's just from how the space base is set up. If I was to actually do a 2x2 radius chunk area, I'd have to go outside of my space base.
Why? It fits 2x2. Yeah, it fits.
Well, if I did a perfect square, if I do a rectangle, it fits just fine in the room. That's why I was asking. It's okay to do a rectangle.
Yes. I mean, it's
Okay.
Like I said, it can be any shape. You can do a L shape if you want. If you want to be really compact, sometimes it's better to be an L shaped.
I was mainly just trying to be like going, hey, it can be a rectangle. It doesn't have to be a square. That's what I was mainly going for.
Okay.
But I also wanted to make sure I was correct. So let's... So, I also feel like the texture color between basic and advanced electromagnetics is almost too close to orange, like the same orange almost. Like I know like basic is one shade, advanced is another shade, but I still feel like they're almost too close to each other because I think like the superior, yeah, is like green, so it stands out a lot. But because in JEI, it doesn't like.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you a secret. Okay.
I'm colorblind.
Supposedly, tell you a secret. Supposedly, the basic is iron, the advanced is gold, and the superior is diamond.
Okay.
But the base textures was so red that when I did that, it gave those weird colors that are close to each other.
Okay. That's fine. I'm just
It's gonna change. We are redoing all the textures.
As we were talking last night, I'm just giving you some constructive criticism.
That's good. Keep it coming. It's better than the 11 years old guy.
I just,
That's for
yeah,
sure.
I'm just saying. This may not be the best night for constructive criticism, but it's. That's why I was making sure, hey, it's okay. I'm just pointing this out. Because, yeah, the gold kind of does pop against the iron orange, but it's still in JEI, they look so close to the same.
Well, they have the name as a different color, so.
Yes, but I'm just saying, when I pull it up in JEI, it doesn't just by color / shade alone, it doesn't scream, oh, this is what you're looking for. That's all what I'm saying.
Well, I made them, so they are perfect until somebody proposes a better one. Is that how that works?
Yes. Hey, we discussed we discussed some other things last night with Warpdrive as well.
I mean, I'm happy it's actually working because that thing was a pain to make.
I understand. It's working as intended.
Not really as intended, but it's working. Yes.
It's not a bug, it's a feature.
You are still supposed to inject from the side, not only from corners. And there's still a bug in the equation. I got burned on trying to fix that one.
Inject from the sides, not just the corners.
Yeah, right now the only way you can output from a tier and inject into the other tier is through the corners.
Oh, yeah.
But in theory, in the design and in the code, you should be able to inject and extract from the line, not necessarily the corner.
Oh,
That
so
would open many other design for your tiers. Like in the real thing, the tier 2 is actually inside the tier 3. Well, actually there's 6 tier, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
Because your lower tier are smaller, you don't need to put them outside, you can put them inside.
Yeah.
And you can make much more compact designs. But yeah, the equation doesn't work. I screwed up something.
That's okay. That's basic. Oh, son of a...
Deploying.
Please tell me I don't need... Okay. Do the amount of chillers you need per tier change?
The amount of... you only need one of each.
Okay, so 16 chillers is overkill for a tier 2?
It will consume more energy, but it will cool down faster.
Okay.
So it's really a design choice that is up to the player.
Okay. So in other words, Tucker, you can do that.
You can put two stack of it. It's just at some point you will need really a lot of power.
Have you seen my base?
And you don't need to place them like the collider. You can put them all on the lower side so they don't occupy your view.
Well, that's why I put
Like-
them. That's why I put them off to the side, so they're not really in my view.
Yeah, but usually I like to put them on the ground level, on the outside
Mm-hmm.
or the inside, so they are not. When I'm above, I can still see the particle going through.
Oh.
Cool. Because I don't care to see the shielders unless it's cooling down and I want to see the small animation and such. Also, it's dangerous because people love to run on those machines, and when you run on top of a shielder, you burn. So, for safety reason, you don't want to put them on top.
Well, I don't really have that. I don't really run on them that much.
Many cows died during the making of the LHC, you know.
Mm.
Many cows, many mice, many limbs.
I still need to rework my potions creation right here.
I'm not sure. How did he do that?
Not easy. I'm reading the 11-year-old stuff, and I'm just like, I want to bang my head up against my desk.
Yeah, until he said he was 11-year-old, we were really wondering.
Oh, I put my money on a 10-year-old.
I know, I didn't realize it could be that young.
This way.
Under global
Okay.
chunk tips.
Electro.
Huh?
Electro. Oh, that's right. I'm gonna. Well, hopefully this is enough. Okay, so void. I need.
Oh, I'll be
3.
right back.
When I need him, he leaves. Collide. Let's line this up with the door, because that's just how I am. There we go. That is set up. That where that's all. Ow, that hurt. Don't you hate it when you stick to your office chair, monkey?
Sometimes. Usually have a blanket in the bottom of mine so my legs don't stick.
Oh,
The joys of living in humid Texas. You learn leather's your enemy.
fair enough. Okay, that's all gonna need that.
Yeah, I don't have car seats on my car, and my seats are leather, and they're tan leather. But still, I didn't think about that today. I usually put a sweater that I have in my car over my seat, and I didn't do that. I got in because I was in a hurry to go get lunch real quick up the road, and I swear I left skin on my seat. I swear I did.
Ew.
My legs burned so bad.
Yeah, having leather interior in my car. Black leather interior. I always make sure if it's going to sit outside, I put the sunshades in. If it's going to sit out there for a decent period. The summer after I got my car and I went down to scout camp, I left it at my parents' house, so my mom drove it. And I warned her about that, and she forgot one day when she drove it to work, and I got a text message after she got home from work, and she's like, going, "You weren't kidding. It gets hot in that car." I'm like, well, that's what happens when it's a black interior car. And it's not by choice of having a black interior. It's the only option I had.
Yeah, luckily mine's tan, but still, it still gets really hot because I park out in front of our shop at work, and there's no shade or anything.
Oof.
Yeah, so I either need to get seat covers or need to get a visor thing, or both.
Since you're down in Texas, I'd probably say both. But
Probably.
I usually just do the visor, but I also have cooled seats in my car. So like anytime, like this is the time of the year that I will start my car early solely to cool it off inside and have the cooled seats turn on early. I know that sounds.
So at least have the seated heat, but not the cold one.
It's totally first world problems, but it's totally like you need it.
Yeah. A couple weeks ago, my husband left the sunroof open, the sliding cover, but the sunroof itself was down. It's just the sliding cover.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, everything was hot in that car. My shifter, everything was so angry.
Woof. Last winter, we found out in my wife's car, she actually has a heated steering wheel. She's had this car.
Nice.
She's had this car since 2014. To be clear,
Wow.
And just now found out that it had a heated steering wheel. And I'm just the first thing I think of when we figure this out is, do they have cooled steering wheels now too? And I looked it up, and they do. I'm like, I wish I had that.
Yeah, my aunt's got a Lincoln SUV, and hers does that. Hers has the cooled steering wheel, and it heats, and then the same with the seats, the front and the back seats. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And like when you get in, there's a memory setting for her seats, and you can push it, and it'll adjust to you, and the steering wheel adjusts to you as well. Fancy.
Oh yeah. My Mustang has that too. Basic. If I go by Mouse's tutorial correctly, I need to do. I know it's dangerous. I'm going by Mouse's tutorial.
Okay, why do you have so many collider?
You know me. Why not? Okay.
Maybe you should use diamond for the input. Why do you put tier 2 here? That's not gonna work.
Tier 2 is not gonna work?
That's not gonna output, and that's not gonna inject.
It should. I just hooked it up.
No.
Why won't it inject? Well, because I haven't put the injector on it yet.
That's not the thing.
What?
You need to mix the tiers.
I need to mix the tiers.
The tier 1 output, the core is the principal magnets are tier 1, and the outside magnets are tier 2. And to inject is the opposite.
Okay. See, something else that Mouse did not explain well in his tutorial.
Pretty sure he showed.
He showed it, but the colors, he like jumps over it really fast. I'm just saying, like,
I have to check the video again, I guess.
okay, so this. I can change this up. This is why I wanted to make sure that you were going to be on when I did this.
So you tested it in a single player.
Nope.
Oh.
I tested
You like
I tested the tier 1 in single player.
You like to use dangerously.
Well, I figured if you got on the server with me, it'd be safe enough.
There's no safe enough. Let's see.
That's why last night I was like, on Lim, are you going to be around tomorrow night? uh, okay. So you said to eject, I gotta put tier 2 electromagnetics on my tier 1, correct?
Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, yell at the 10-year-old.
Okay. What does the 30 years old want?
I'm not 30 yet. I turn 29 next Monday.
Early happy birthday then.
Okay. So you said I need to put advanced electromags on my tier 1 where I want to eject, and then tier 1 and then basic on where I want to inject on the tier 2, correct?
The central one is the one from the tier of the void shell. The outside one is either one tier above or one tier below, depending if you are outputting or inputting. Check
Monkey, I need a translation.
I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, god damn it.
I've learned to zone you guys out
I
and watch
need
YouTube videos at the same time.
you to interpret sometimes.
I didn't even hear what he said.
I see
So
that.
you have the main, the shell, the main on the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? The main is top, bottom, left, right.
Mm-hmm.
Or side, top, bottom. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
The corner is the rest of the 3x3 section.
Okay, so
Okay? So the main one is always either empty or a void shell or the current tier of your ring or shape. Okay? So right now it's good. Okay? Except that it won't output.
yes.
We are not there yet. Okay? So that's the base. That's what you need to have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And then from there, you can fill in the corner depending on what you want to do. You can put chillers, capacitors, collider, or other magnet to do the input-output. And it's always, the node is always 3x3x3x3. 3x3x3. Okay? So you fill the corner with whatever you need. So in this case, the tier 2, and that will make an output. And you see, he's even telling you if it's okay or not.
Yeah, I saw some little flames.
Well, he won't really tell you until you put the control point.
Well, yes. But then on the tier 2 ring, I need to put where I put advanced on the tier 1, I need to put basic on the
The
tier 2.
corner needs to be basic.
Okay. That was not explained in the tutorial. Okay. So something like that.
So how many did you put? I don't see the bottom.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, the frequent mistake is you forget the interior ones.
Oh, well, before you told me I had to change this, I had forgotten.
An output node can happen on a straight line or a turn, so right on your turn. Up to 2 main electromagnets are replaced with void shells to transfer the particles. So in your case, just one. All corners shall be made of 12 electromagnets of exactly one higher tier than the main ones. That's the output node.
Okay.
Particles will follow their general current trajectories, even when outputting in a turn. In other words, you can't extract from the same output node particles traveling in both directions. So if your particles are coming from the left, and you say you output there, they continue straight. If you turn at the same time I explain, it doesn't work.
Okay, so like I have this injector right here.
Yes.
That one goes clockwise. So,
Yes.
in theory, this should work right here.
Yes. It will output in your tier 2.
Okay.
If you put the right setting and blah, blah, blah.
But this one that goes counterclockwise will not.
Yes, correct.
So I'm basically need to get rid of that one.
No, you can keep it and only activate it when you use the tier 1. Or you can remove it. It's up to you. Or you can change the shape of the tier 2 so you can inject from both.
It's going to be too small if I do that. Like I know it's bigger than it needs to be right now, but it's going to be Okay.
Why it would be too small?
Because if it needs to be a 2x2 chunk area,
It's not. It needs to be 2x2 chunks. If it's a ring, it should not be bigger than 2x2 chunks. Because if it's bigger than 2x2 chunks, you are missing something.
okay.
So the first time you make them and you try to make it, we say, okay, to be comfortable, 1 chunk for tier 1, 2x2 for tier 2, and 4x4 for tier 3.
Okay.
And once you learn how to optimize them and you fit all your stuff, your redstone or whatever, you can do smaller, yes. And it will be not necessarily as efficient. Sometimes it will be as efficient, sometimes it will be slower. It depends on you. But when you get started, we start with 1 chunk. That's all I'm saying.
And you said it could actually be in an L as well, right?
It can be a L. It's just what you need to understand is each time you have a turn, you lose energy. So
Okay.
the more turn, the more energy you lose. So if you do a ring, you optimize your turn. You only have 4. You cannot have less than that unless you do a ring, a straight line. And in this case, there's no turn, so you go poof, super fast. But it's a very, 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 very long electromagnet. Okay, very long line. Okay, so optimize it. Yes, you get only 4 turns, but it might be interesting to do a L to catch the particles and then just accelerate them and add a very long line, and that's this long line that do the main acceleration. And then you have a few one that slow it down, but you will have to experiment because since your shape is free, there are some shapes that will work better than others and whatnot. Come back to what I said. It's better to start with 1 chunk, 2x2.
Yeah, I can always change this up because I think if I ever want to automate this and everything, I'm gonna probably for tier 2 need an L shape so I can have 2 injectors.
Or you need a smaller tier 1, so your tier 2 can be big enough. It's all a matter of compromise,
Fair.
which is why the LHC is a free form. I don't want it to be a fixed shape because it's really depend on what you want to do. Do you want to do something super fast? You go big. You go 1 and 2x2 chunks. You don't bother. You have, oh, if you want to go very compact, you can. I mean, I've seen tier 2 very small.
So, also last night, you said I needed to move my accelerator core over to my tier 2?
No. If you have a very, very, very large setup, there's a maximum range between the core and the void shells.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have something that is like 400 by 400 blocks, which you can do, then it's better to have the core in the middle because there's this maximum range between the core and the rest. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is because it's the core that do all the maths, you want it to be chunk loaded. So you want your collider, your injector, and your core and your capacitor preferably all in the same chunk, which is not always possible, but in close vicinity, so that you don't need to load, say, everything else. You see what I mean?
I think so. So I know I'm going to need a control point right here.
Yes.
Okay.
And you can do a first run like that and see how it goes. Get the feeling of it and say, okay, I need more chillers, or that one is too slow or too fast. You already check how your tier 1 is running?
Yeah, it's running because I've done stuff with it. Warpdrive. I need tuning fork. I need blue. I need a brown. Here we go. Okay. Give that channel 5.
You need to reboot, I think.
I just rebooted.
Yeah, you have 5.
Yes. Target temperature is 300. Targeted. Okay. Below that. Oh. I should probably give the sucker power. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, that would help. I mean, you need the. Don't you already have power on the tier 1?
Yes.
And you don't need power on the tier 2?
Oh. I thought you needed power on
No, you
each.
don't need power on each lane. It's a power global to the. Just make sure you use a superior and preferably with the upgrades.
With upgrades.
Yes, if you right click, he will tell you which upgrade you can put. Or you can check the tutor.
Superconductor. So I need 6 of those. Because why not? Come on. Make the rubber. Do, do, do. need computer interfaces for that. That's all good. So I should probably test my tier 1 to make sure that's all working correctly.
Mm-hmm. And you want to test with just one particle? Not a whole... you're auto-injecting here, so... Oh,
Not a
that's a
whole,
collider?
not a whole stack.
Yeah.
Yes, a whole stack, or no to a whole stack.
No, you do just one, you check how it goes, and then go progressively. If you go too fast, you're gonna...
Oh,
You may want to cool down first.
may help if I actually
It's
also
not-
turn on the accelerator.
Yeah, cool down. Why did you stop it?
Because it's not cool. It hasn't cooled down. So do I need? I need to probably put more chillers.
It is cooling down. It's not instantaneous, it's cooling down. It's like your air conditioning, it takes time.
Okay. Need more power to start the accelerator. It says I'm good.
Where do you see you need more power?
Chat. It says we need more.
Because earlier you started without the power? No, I don't know. That's weird. It's not supposed to say that.
Yeah, so energy level's at 100%.
I don't know. No, you won't inject until it's at temperature. Don't stress. As long as the chiller are turning, it's not cooled off.
Okay.
So it's getting closer.
It cools off pretty fast.
It starts fast, but reaching the final temperature is a bit hard. Like the real thing.
I just want to be able to make protons so I can make a core. So then I can have a warp drive reactor.
The answer.
The 10-year-old's been quiet. Excuse me.
Two, 1.
0.6. 0.2. There we go. My dirt's not in there anymore.
Yeah, you don't have the update that fixed the rendering, I think. It's still there. I've seen it injecting.
I thought I saw inject too.
I mean, there's an easy way. You run on IP, and if you have the green particle, it means it's next to you. You might be taking damage from radiation, but I mean, it's a good indication.
Do I do have air in here.
What?
I'm talking to myself. Okay, I assume that it's working. Oh, there we go. I see it now.
Yeah, it's blinking. There's a graphic bug.
I
There's a bug in that version you have that is.
Oh, whoa! It just went over to my tier 2.
Yes.
But I wanted to stay in my tier 1.
Well, you didn't disable the injector, the output node.
So I need to put... So do I need to put another control point over here with a chest?
Yeah, if you... Well, I'm not sure you can do that without breaking the knots. Pretty sure you will break the knots doing that. That's why you have a single particle. Because you're gonna blow up.
Oh, so that's not gonna. So I basically need to. So if I ever want. Oh, I don't see an easy way to automate all this.
Why not?
Well, if I need to disable the controller going into the tier 2, how am I going to automate that?
You can disable it from a computer or directly the accelerator core.
Yeah. But I can't just like...
You can also use a different injector. You could use the injector on the right when you use a tier 1 and the injector on the left when you use a tier 2.
Well, that's what I was thinking as well.
Because one can only make a tier 1 collision and the other could make tier 1 or tier 2. Depends how you set up your thing.
Yeah. Controller. Oh, I don't need that. Crate. Give me a small crate. Tuning fork. This is gonna probably blow up in my face.
You automated crafting of the branch, even if you ever only need one.
Yes.
You're crazy.
When in doubt, automate. That was actually worth it.
See, you can go down to the normal size of the collider now. You need to put electromagnetic cell. You had no electromagnetic cell, so he blew up in place.
I had no electric... Oh. Yeah. It at least didn't destroy my stuff. Just blew it up.
Yeah, you're lucky it didn't burn the magnet.
Get me one of these. Over here. Oh wow, it automatically found it that time.
He automatically what?
It automatically found my...
Yeah, because it was already there when you place the electromagnet. It detects a change in the magnet, not in the controller. Not in the accelerator, not control point. I mean, it could on 112. That's not a nice way.
It's fine. Ow. Let it cool back down.
Yeah, whenever you break the magnets, you lose the temperature.
That's fine. So No, I'm not even mess with that. Not even mess with thresholds.
No, leave the default for now. Make it work before you start tinkering. It's like first time you start the reactor, you don't start changing all the values. First you put it up, you understand how it works.
And let it get fully powered first before you start screwing with it.
Yeah. So the wiki is up to date on the LHC. You could check it up.
Okay. I went over the wiki. I just also went over Mouse's video a lot. There we go. That should have, yep, it went.
Oula.
Now, patience. While that runs, this need 1,000. Okay.
Bajillion. Quaternion.
Well, I'm just gonna have to test of how much dirt does that take to make.
Oh, it depends on the energy level and all your settings. Plus a bit of randomness. A good measure.
Yes, but for default settings, I'm gonna figure out what it takes for default settings.
It depends on the shape of your accelerator.
I
and
know.
where you put the collider. So
I'm gonna have to test that.
when people ask me, "Oh, how much do I put this?" I mean, what's the shape? That's the whole point. It's a free form.
Well, yeah, I'm just
I
saying.
could give you the equation, but that wouldn't help you.
I'm mainly just saying I'm gonna need to test this.
Oh yeah, you need to science the shit of it.
Yeah.
I agree. That's the whole point.
Yeah. I'm gonna science the shit out of it. Huh. So
What?
basically, for one dirt, I get 8 proton.
For this time, yeah. Try to add 9 more dirt. See how it goes.
I'm just gonna go. Nine more dirt.
Yeah, so you make 10. It's easier to compute.
I know.
It's the lazy maths.
It's metric system.
Yeah, lazy maths.
Yeah. I
The
know.
no index maths.
I'm in freedom math land. I also like freedom unit math land, but I also do like the metric system. Hey,
It's
Monkey's in
maths.
freedom unit land as well. Monkey.
What?
Freedom unit land, right?
Oddball unit land.
No, it's freedom unit land. We have freedom units.
Silly units.
I'll agree with that one.
Fucking unit.
Okay, something went over. That's empty. I do like the particle effects. I should
The
probably.
blinkingness or the one you actually can see.
I can see the blinkingness that it moves.
Yeah.
I know I need to probably put some more lighting in this room. But
I'm not the one telling it.
since mobs can't spawn in space, well, so
Mobs can't spawn on the hull block, so
they can't spawn on. Oh my god. Okay, they can't spawn on hull blocks. They can't
yeah,
spawn right now on Space Architect. They can't spawn in space. Period. Because didn't we find?
yeah, because there's no breathing oxygen. So
Yes, but even if I had a room that was not built on hull blocks and it had air, they still can't spawn. Remember, we found that out.
yeah, I didn't check that yet. Plus, there's no issue on it, so I will probably forget again.
Okay, well, I will keep on reminding you
It's
because I'd love to
in
have.
Paint Louis parts.
I think it's all done, and we roughly got added 42 more proton. So, of course, I'm going to go overboard. I always do.
So in average, you had 5.
Yes. So 1,000 divided by 5,
Which is what I remember. Your
200.
first shot was a lucky one.
I think that's 200. So I'd probably up it to 250 just to be safe.
200 for what?
200 dirt for 1,000 proton.
Ah. Well, if you are lucky, you may end up with 2,000 and it will blow up because you cannot store it.
Well, I want to have multiple electromagnetic cells in here, so it's going to be able to store it all. Just by the math right now, it's going to take at least 200 pieces of dirt for 1,000 proton.
The freedom mats or the metric mats?
Met,
Okay. So it should work.
yes. But I'm also going to give it a little bit extra, so I'm going to pump in 250 to make sure I get at least 1,000.
Okay.
So, but I also need to automate a export bus with advanced into there to also then only pull, well, eventually to also only pull full ones. I need to rework this whole thing so only one injector works with the tier 2 and the other one works for the tier 1 run. I got some stuff to do.
Uh-huh.
So let's go up here.
Let's save the world.
Hey,
Is it really worth it?
I am saving the world.
One space at a time?
Uh-huh. Son of a...
What?
Oh, it's me, not you. I need to... What? It already... It worked. Okay. Electro. Like this, I can get rid of all of that. I need to... smart cabling. export bus. I need a crafting card and 3 accelerators. I need conduit and conduit facade. Oh, nice. I don't need conduit and conduit facade, but I do need facade, but I need applied energistics facade.
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 We need more facade, boys. Pump up the facade up. It's facade time.
It is facade time. Dense. I need that. That. This is going to go in the not so pretty way because I'm tired of making things pretty right now. Oh, so pretty.
I feel pretty.
So pretty.
That was a fucking good movie.
Yeah. It was. Son of a bitch. Smart. Facade. That goes there. Pick up all this conduit now, because I don't need it. Because this doesn't work like that anymore.
You've been upgradified.
I wouldn't really say upgraded. Changed, yes.
Yeah, that's an upgrade.
Really?
What?
1, 2.
Boom, boom, boom.
There we go. I need an import bus as well. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. interfaces. One goes there. One goes there. This gets that. And in theory, we should be good now. As soon as everything has found its channels. Found channel, found channel. Found channel, okay. I should have... Just gonna put that there for right now. Okay. Okay. Let's go up. This should be stuck as it normally is. It doesn't. Yeah, I think that's what I need to do.
I mean, it's normal, it's stuck.
For this potion brewing, it gets stuck every now and then. But over here, where I make water bottles, it never gets stuck. What I think is happening is it will load a bottle in and there's not enough fluid in the tank yet, and so it somehow gets messed up. So I may need to rework it so I always have enough fluid in the tank.
Like you have one step ahead of potion
Yes.
in the circuit.
Yes.
I mean, that's one way to make it faster.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying. Yeah.
Trying to save the world.
Mm-hmm.
We told you it's not worth it. Let it die. Don't try to do the Bruce Wayne thing. You know it doesn't work.
Let it go. Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
See, Monkey is following.
Or my favorite parody of that song, "Fuck It All."
I don't know that one.
You haven't seen that parody? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to find that and I'll send it to you. Okay, I'm gonna have to just rework this.
Rework all the things.
Mm-hmm.
Save all the princes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, in theory... Oh, I need...
I hear a lot of theories today. I'm worried.
Why are you worried that you've...
You seem to have a lot of theories today.
But that's good.
That's doubts.
I
Means
need...
you have a lot of doubts.
That's 128.
% sure.
No.
So you still have that.
There's always room for improvement.
And doubtfulness.
Mm-hmm.
Set
192.
a reward. Doubtfulness.
Okay. Think I have enough advanced electromagnetic cells?
I think you have too many of them, but I mean, you choose how you spend your resources.
I have plenty of resources, you know me, Lim.
You know, we found some kind of well, it's an exploit in the pack on William that is probably also existing on Space Architect.
Probably. But I don't know about it, so don't tell me. Okay.
Anyway, the guys had a lot of easy resources. Let's put it that way.
Hmm.
So they made a very huge base, and like it was a pain to go back so many times to fix it.
Okay, well, I think I'm going to call stream for the evening, because I achieved my goal of getting the tier 2 up and running, but and
So
it's,
many protons did you make?
huh?
How many protons did you make?
Once this crate is all done, I should have 1,000, at least 1,000.
Okay.
But that will be tested probably tomorrow. But goal has been achieved, and I knew I needed you online when I did this.
Yes.
So thank you everyone for coming to stream, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.